What's up guys, we are back with another video, and in this video we are going to make a small project on Tinkercad, and in this project we are going to use an Arduino Uno board, our breadboard, ultrasonic sensor and some lights. In this project we are going to make a social distancing alert. If the distance decreases to less than 100, one of the bulbs shall glow, and if the distance decreases than 50, both the bulbs shall glow, which shall indicate the distance is very less and one has to increase the distance between them. So let's start our project. First of all, we'll place our Arduino Uno board in. Then after placing our Arduino Uno board, we are going to place our breadboard. We'll connect the negative terminal of the breadboard with the ground of the Arduino Uno. We'll connect the 5 volt of the Arduino Uno with the positive terminal of the breadboard. Change the color of the ground wire with black. Connect the negative terminal of the breadboard with the negative terminal and the positive terminal with the positive terminal. Now we are going to place ultrasonic digital sensor. Make sure the 3 pins of the sensor are connected to those of the breadboard. The first pin is of the ground, the second pin is of the power, and the third is of the signal. So we will connect the ground one with that of the negative terminal and that of the power one with the positive terminal, which is connected to 5 volts. So here we are, we will connect our signal to the A0 of the analog of our Arduino Uno board. Wait a second. We will drag it upwards and make it a little bit straight. Yeah, here it is. So let's go to our coding section. By default, a code is given which is of no use, so we will go and discard it. Let's increase the area of the code. So first of all, we will go to input and we will input the read ultrasonic distance sensor. Our ultrasonic sensor, it is used to input the distance. So we will read the input of the distance. We have connected it with the A0. So our input is A0. We will have to print it on the screen. So we will go to output section, print to serial monitor, and we'll give input as read ultrasonic distance. Now we will start simulation. As we see, we can see the distance. So our ultrasonic sensor, it is used to maintain the distance. As we come close, the distance is decreasing. As we go upwards, the distance is increasing. The values are in fractions. We can go to the variable section. We will create a variable display, DISP. We will set display and we will give the input as read ultrasonic sensor and we will print display in return. Now when we start the simulation, we see only integer values are coming. Why is it so? This is because if we go to the block plus text section, our display is an integer value. It will do the typecasting of float values to the integers. And this is our code for the ultrasonic sensor, and it is telling us about the distance which is being measured. As we earlier saw, now with the increase in the distance, the value increases, and as we come closer, the value decreases. Now we are going to add some LEDs, which will show that as the distance is decreasing, we have to maintain the gap between the people. So here first we have our first LED, our resistor, rotate it. We'll connect the resistor with the with the D8 source, the leftmost terminal of our LED with the ground. Similarly, another light LED, rotated, connect the terminal to 9th one, and that other with the ground. All the ground wires are black. Here it is. Now we will write a code. Let's write an if-else statement. If let's give an output of set the pins to high or low. We'll go to the math section and we'll apply the condition here. If the distance is less than 100 centimeter, we will set the 8th pin to high and the 9th one to low. Now we will apply an if-else statement. If the distance is less than 50 centimeter, sorry for this by mistake. So here we had 8th one too high and the 9th one too low. Now if the distance is less than 50, we will have both of them at high, which will show the distance is very less and the person has to increase the distance. Else, if the distance is greater than 100, we'll have both the LEDs on low, that is, none of them will glow, and the distance between the people is all right. Now, as you can also see in the coding section, here it is, our display section. If the distance is less than equals to 100, then only the 8th LED will glow connected to the 8th terminal, and the 9th one shall not glow. If the distance is less than 50, both of them shall glow, and otherwise, none of them shall glow. So let's start our simulation. We can make it a little bit better. We'll change the color of the LEDs. Let's change one of them to yellow. And let's make the other one orange, or we can make it blue. Now let's start the simulation. As we can see, both of them is glowing. We'll see the distance. Now, as the distance is 31 centimeter, which is less than 51 centimeter, so both of them shall glow, as we have written in the code. Now, as we go upwards, as we see the distance is 230 centimeter, none of them is glowing. Now, as we are coming close, the blue one has started glowing. As we can see, distance is 170. As we come close, the blue one started glowing. Now, as we decrease more distance, both of them have started glowing. Blue and then blue and yellow. So this indicates the distance. This is the use of the ultrasonic sensor. It is used to input the distance. These are our connections, and thanks for watching.